Now, I don't have a shield, so if it hits me, I might be in big trouble. And let's make sure I got the right mutations on. I'm going to have Parry Master. I'm going to turn this off temporarily and put on a Chopper, because that's what I'm going to be using against it. And we're just going to try to sneak attack her. I got a perfect block in. Alright, I'm going to take this nice and slow. And that's why. You notice it didn't do hardly any damage to me. I'm pretty sure in Red Ant Armor that would have cracked me pretty good. Oh, my pet actually the Weevil pet there provided a shield to me. Oh, he hit me again. After deciding to stay in this location, I decided to start moving some stuff over to my base, and first thing I did was move over the spinning wheels. They're going to turn, make some crude rope, also make some silk rope. That's going to be useful, especially as progress through the game. You can never have enough crude rope, honestly. It's used for a lot of recipes. I moved a lot of items over here and put them in these chests here. Everything's not sorted out yet. Put some berry leather chairs down. Also made 3 jerky racks. These are going to be for turning, mainly for turning the berries into berry leather, but also to make some jerky, because jerky is useful to carry around since it never spoils if it's in your inventory. Also, it's used in some of the cooking recipes. Smooth this area out here so I don't get stuck. And then as you'll see here, the big thing is I built this giant farm. So far I have 15 garden patches, and I have 5 more that I need to fill in. So I just need to farm some weed stems to fill these in. I have the resources, the other resources. I have the crude rope, acorn tops, and spoiled meat. And I'm only going to be growing mussel sprouts. The reason for that is pretty much everything else you can grow is readily available everywhere, like mushrooms, grass, there's different clovers. There's no reason to grow those, at least in this location. Mussel sprouts are the second tier base for smoothies, and putting them, or having them readily available is going to be useful. Now, what happens is you put 1 in and you'll get a minimum back of 2. If you use fertilizer, so putting spoiled food in gives you a 51% chance of getting a large mussel sprout or a level 2 one, which will drop 2. So you'll have a basically planting, if you use the fertilizer, you're going to get on average 3 back for every 1 you put in. No fertilizer, you're going to get at least double. And the reason this is going to be great is because I will not have to go down into the pond lab every couple of days. I think it's like every 5 days they respawn to be able to replenish these. So I'm not going to mess with these now, because what I want to do first is I want to go over to the pond and actually upgrade my gear. I decided that I wanted to use some koi scale armor. I've never used coil scale armor really that much. And it's actually pretty decent. If you perfect block, it gives you, I think it's bonus attack damage or bonus, I think it's bonus attack damage if you perfect block. So it'll help me, it'll force me to start perfect blocking instead of trying to face tank combat. And it's just something I haven't used before. So let's grab my gear for the pond, and then we're going to jump down and farm some more sunken bones. And then we're going to upgrade my armor and see what happens from there. And we'll get our torch out just so you can see. Not required chopping tool. Oh, I also need to get some eelgrass while I'm down here as well. So we're just going to grab all these. They're scattered around, but there's like a lot of them that are near the treasure chest that's down here. That's like a good spot to farm if you're just looking for, is there one spot that has a bunch of stuff? And yeah, that's going to be right here in the entrance by the dinosaur, T-Rex. Going to have tons of the muddy scales, which are the koi scales. Going to have a bunch of sunken bones. And there's also a bunch of them over here by the treasure chest. So right here in this entrance, you should be able to get all you need. And then there's the oxygen back there if you're running low on oxygen. So that shouldn't be a problem. If you have the bubble helmet, though, you should be pretty decent. You can also drink the fluid flippers smoothie to give you a little bit extra time as well. Look how many sunken bones are here. This is going to be great. So we're going to make our gear. Also going to have stuff to repair our gear. There's like 4 sunken bones just right here, which is awesome. And I'm probably going to make my way all the way back to the lab. So yeah, grabbing these, or maybe I don't need to. I got a decent amount here. I need to grab some eelgrass. I'm going to grab all the underwater stuff. Eelgrass, some lily pad, wax as well. And that's probably enough for now. We got a total of 6 and 5. Maybe I'll grab a couple more. This is the only place you can get these, other than having them have a chance of the koi scale specifically. But you can get the sunken bones, I believe, inside treasure chests that spawn, which relying on that RNG is probably not the best strategy. Because, I mean, it's just there's so many things that can spawn inside this chest that there's not a guarantee to get them. So this is going to be your best bet. So farm up a bunch of them. And then you probably won't have to come back down here for a while, or if ever. Eelgrass you can chop with a dagger, so make sure you make that bone dagger as soon as you can. The bone dagger and the bone trident are very good early game weapons. Early and mid game, honestly. The bone trident specifically, I really like it. I probably use the bone trident when I do the termite hill later on, because it should, I'm pretty sure it'll do well against termites. I think especially if you make it salty. it should kind of just melt them. I'm just going to grab as much eelgrass as I can possibly carry here. And back up top, I got a bunch of eelgrass. I'm going to grab some lily pad wax. I don't know if I need that for anything. I can't remember. I do need to farm some water boatmen as well, so I can make the better fin flops, but I don't have to do that right this second. I can probably do that later on, but I just want to grab as much stuff as possible. I actually really like the pond. The pond is it's just such a large biome. It has a lot of different stuff in it. There is some, you got the koi fish that swims around that will literally one-shot you if you get too close to it. It seems mostly safe because other than that, there's just diving bell spiders, and then the water fleas are not really much hassle at all, but it just seems like really friendly because you got the tadpoles everywhere. The water boatmen are kind of swimming around the edges, and it's just, there's so many secrets down here. Like I said, I'll probably dive in, and I'm gonna definitely get all the secrets that are down here, show you guys where all those are in case you haven't seen them before, because it does have a lot of secrets. All right, so you know what I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to actually, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna leave my gear here because I was gonna say I'd come back over here, but then what will inevitably happen is I will end up, actually, you know what, I can leave it over here for now because I do have to finish the pond, but I will need it for other places in the game. So let's leave the bubble helmet. Well, I'm gonna have to equip my ant armor, put that back on. I'm gonna leave the bubble helmet and the fin flops, whoops, and leave the fin flops over here. That way we have them, and I'm just gonna take all of this stuff because I might need this later on. And we'll leave that other stuff in there for now. It's not a big deal. All right, so let's head back over, and we're going to make ourselves some koi scale armor and test that out a little bit. All right, so I'm going to craft the koi scale armor. Now I'm going to test it out. I think there might be a ladybug nearby. I want to test it out against the ladybug. I just want to show you the difference in defense here. So you'll notice that the armor I'm currently using is going to be the red ant armor. It's tier 1. It's got 2.5% resistance and like maybe like just over a bar of defense for the helmet. And then if we look at the koi scale helmet, it has more than double the defense, and it has the same resistance but more than double the defense, but it's also going to give me perfect block. So the chest piece is going to be a kind of a similar difference here, where the red ant guards have here what, like about 3.5, and this has 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's got almost double the defense here. So now these bars are not to scale. I don't think these are like they're just like a meter that fills up, but it has way more defense. So let's craft the armor. I've only used this like very minimally when I played the game before, so it'll be interesting to try it out and see if I can make myself become a master at perfect blocking. All right, so we crafted the koi scale armor, and we're going to equip that. And right now, I don't know if it doesn't give you like total stats, does it? Does it give me my total armor over here? I don't think it does. But we're going to throw on this, this, and this. And what effects does it give us now? All right, so we got the Dazzling Riposte. Enemies you perfect block are filled with self-doubt. Extends the perfect block timing window. So each piece gives you... So I have 3 times... it increased the perfect block window by 3x. And I also do more damage to enemies when perfect blocking. Let's go see if I can find myself a ladybug, because at some point I'm going to switch to ladybug armor. That's going to be what I'm going to do. So I want to see if I got to start farming them. It's also like a daily quest and stuff like that. There was one literally right here right before I went to sleep. I also did farm a bunch of stuff to make I want to make more farms. So I'm going to farm the stuff out to make these things over here. And then we'll have a ton of mussel sprouts here. And as you can see, I didn't even plant. I guess I harvested these already. I'm going to go find this. Oh, there's a ladybug right there. Let's go get it. I'm pretty sure ladybugs are weak to busting. Don't know if I want to use a hammer against it, though, because it could be super painful. They are resistant to stabbing. They're not resistant to the axe, though. Let me try to chop their legs, because they are /chop down here. Now, I don't have a shield, so if it hits me, I might be in big trouble. And let's make sure I got the right mutations on. I'm going to have Parry Master. I'm going to turn this off temporarily and put on a chopper, because that's what I'm going to be using against it. And we're just going to try to sneak attack her. I got a perfect block in. Alright, I'm going to take this nice and slow. And that's why you notice it didn't do hardly any damage to me. I'm pretty sure in red ant armor that would have cracked me pretty good. Oh, my pet actually the Weevil pet there provided a shield to me. Oh, he hit me again. Alright, let's not greed. Let's just Get one more perfect walk in and finish this off. And easy as that. So Ladybug should not be a problem. And come here, you're getting a nice little pet because you were my actual Weevil shield when I didn't have one. Super appreciated. So it wasn't the cleanest fight, but now I know I can kill Ladybugs pretty easily. And they only have a couple of attacks. The one that's scary is when they get really close to you and then just kind of like look like they shoulder tackle you. That one can do a ton of damage. So I'm definitely going to farm some Ladybug parts using this. And there's another one down there. Let's see if we can get 2 for 2 here. Without taking too much damage. Alright, the weak spot is the legs. That's the one I'm worried about. You don't want to get hit by that. And actually, if I wanted to min-max this, what I could be doing is I could have made the... I could have made a different trinket instead of having... I just have the fluffy... He missed me. She missed me. I have a fluffy Tufton. I could have made the acid one, the astonishing acid thing. Uh-oh. Does that buff her or something? Or I don't know what that does. I don't like to be too close because my reflexes are not what they used to be. So having this... I'm good against slow attacking enemies. It's the fast attacking ones that bother me. Alright, let's keep the Weevil between me and it and see if I can use the Weevil as a shield again. Since it's invisible, and it is. There's your Weevil shield without a Weevil shield. Just keep your pet in between. And it blocked it again. Pets actually have another use besides having extra inventory. Literally invincible. Now, if you're playing on low mode, that thing it would have probably been dead by now. So, it's only on medium and mild that it has infinite health. So, that's cool to know. That was super easy farming using a pet. That's the strat. Not even is that a cheese strat? I'm actually killing without using a bow like I used to do. There's another way of actually killing them. You can actually, I think, spam spiky sprigs at them. So, you could do that as well. All right, now that I'm up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Chopper off and do Grassmaster. Actually, do I have a Grassmaster? Let's put this back on. I think I actually made one for chopping. Yeah, this is for rocks. This is for chopping weeds. I'm going to grab a couple weed stems. We're going to finish building these, and we're going to do our little harvest. And I'll just kind of show you, kind of like, the return on here is just super, it's pretty amazing. There should be enough weed stems up here. And actually, maybe I just go down here. I'm going to go see what's down here, too. Maybe I want to fight an Ore Weaver. So this is not just a farming video. Maybe I'll fight a couple Ore Weavers, since there's at least one down here. And see how well I can fight them without taking too much damage. But I'm going to take my pallet with me. I don't remember if these things can go forever, so I'm just going to pick it up and put it back down. There's a bunch of large weed stems over here that I'll cut down on... Well, let me cut them down. Yeah, let me cut them down on the way back. So first, let's put this back on. And because we're not going to be we're going to be fighting... What are they weak to? Actually, they're weak to chopping, too. I gotta grab my sap while I'm down here. Forgot about that. Set up sap collectors. That's a huge thing. You never will have enough sap either. Sap and crude rope are used in a lot of things early mid-game. So it's always going to be useful to have as many of them as possible. And there should be at least one Ore Weaver up here. So let's go take them on and see what this combat's going to look like. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult now. Just want to do one at a time though. So let me make sure there's only one. And there it is. It's going to spit fiber at me and miss. It's going to be a little bit faster than the... Yep, easy. So they have they have the single attack, the lunge attack, and then they have like a triple. No, that wasn't the triple. Now it's stunned, and of course the little one... Oh, there's multiple? Oh, we're out. No. We're doing 1v1s here. We're not doing a 4v1 match there. That's not fair. That was pretty easy. I don't want to fight 4 of them, even though I should be able to kill them. I just wanted to kind of see how easy it was going to be to kill them. Also, this is a good spot for getting crow feathers. If the crow heads up on the bird bath there, there's probably going to be there's usually a feather back here. Sometimes there's even one in the front, and you can get a bunch of crow feathers. So just keep that in mind. So this armor is going to be a huge upgrade. What I'll probably do is I'll upgrade it. I'll probably upgrade it a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is definitely, I'm definitely going to use it in the, down in the pond when I'm doing the exploration down there, because I'm going to probably have to fight a decent amount of diving bell spiders. So I'll definitely be doing that. And the only other thing I didn't consider was, as I'm farming weeds here, I'm not going to be able to carry nearly as many using this as I'm used to carrying before. I'm used to carrying like 19 of them when I had hauling hero and everything on, but that's okay. I don't need a ton of them right now. And actually, I think I have the armor still in my inventory, don't I? Yeah, I could swap back to it if I need to, but I shouldn't have to. I'm just going to cut this one down. That should be enough for the rest of the farm. And yeah, like I said, I would recommend farming mussel sprouts. You can get them down in the pond lab, the dome. And I would recommend setting up a farm for those as soon as you end up getting them. And that'll just allow you to never have to go down there and get them again if you don't want to. You can go down there and get them, but like I said, I think there's like 30 of them. But they only respawn apparently every 5 in-game days, which is not that great. Let me turn on Hauling Hero at least a minimum here. So we'll turn off Parry Master, put on Hauling Hero. That'll give me 10. That way I don't have to keep swapping the armor back and forth. They could. What if they did a loadout? Could do a loadout. And then you wouldn't have to worry about that, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so let's go up and build the rest of the mussel sprout farms. I'll be at 20. 20 might be enough. Maybe I'll go to 25 at some point. I'm probably going to build something over top of them so they're protected, because my concern is if I get attacked by mosquito, I'm not sure what raids I can actually get right now. I know I can get attacked by mosquitoes. The mosquitoes last time came from low and then just started attacking like the deck of my house. And I'm concerned that if I just had the farm plot sitting out there, that they might attack them. So maybe I might end up just moving them further away. Like if I move them further down here, maybe they won't attack it when they actually get over here. All right, so we'll just fill you in. Is that all we needed? Oh, we need 4 for each one. Or maybe I got just enough. I got exactly enough. Impressive. I have the rest of the stuff in here. So one thing I was doing as I was playing was, and I hadn't really thought about it because I never really did farming that much, even for mussel sprouts. I was saving all the spoiled food, and it has actually come in handy. I have a ton of spoiled food in one of these chests. Let me just deposit everything I don't need. So yeah, look at all the spoiled food I have, and this is just going to be used for fertilizer to make it have a 50% chance of giving you the bigger mussel sprout. We're going to need acorn tops. I think there's 5 of them over there. Then I need spoiled food, which is in here. And then I need crude rope, which there's 12 crude rope, but I should hopefully have more than that. I've been making it. No, I've been making silk. There's crude rope. There's crude rope. That's plenty of crude rope. That's why you always want to make crude rope. Come over here. Finish these out. And this will essentially mean you'll have, as long as you don't use your, I'm out of crude rope. Oh, they take 8 each. Okay. I think there's some in the chest, if I remember correctly. Let's crouch under here. There's none. Okay, so I need some crude rope. But I should... How much did I need? This is just going to be a little cheat method here. We'll grab these out of here. Grab these out of here. And I'm going to see how many I need. I'm going to manually craft them, even though it's not efficiently. I just don't want to wait. I'll put the rest of it in the spinning wheels over there. I need 5. I need, so I need 13. 13 crude rope. All right, that's going to be right here. I can make 5, 10. Just make exactly enough so I'm not wasting any. Nice. Now I just need to plant the mussel sprouts, but first I'm going to put on, since these require chopper, let's min-max this. I wish there was a farming thing that, I don't think there's a farming mutation that gives you extra, I think there's a farming mutation that gives you extra farming capability, as far as I know. Wait, this one's going to be, wait, if this is, what is this? D is the chopper, okay. So we're just going to farm all these. You'll notice this will drop 2. So that was a 2 for 1. These are going to be 2 for 1s. And mussel sprouts are, these are going to be, the beefy smoothies, whichever one you choose to use, probably going to be among your best friends, especially against the tougher fights. Is my inventory almost full? Oh, we're good. So you want to get these as much as possible. Obviously, whoops, let's not do that. The sticky smoothies, which you can make with gum, will last longer. Oh man, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna end up breaking my farms here. They'll last longer, but they don't give you as much healing. And for me, I guess it depends on the fight. So you're just gonna walk up, plant them. You're gonna pick what you're gonna grow. If you don't do anything, it's gonna have a 1% chance of having a green thumb. But if you put these in, each one buffs it up a little bit. So you're gonna deposit 5 of those if you have it, plant it. It says it's gonna take 60 hours. Oh, it's 60 hours in game, which is that actually a minute? I don't remember the exact conversion. But we're gonna plant all these. Make sure you plant them. Sometimes I put them in, and then what I do is as I'm depositing these, I just forget to hit the plant button. What would be amazing is if you had the ability to have like a Taze tea or a Ruz tea or something like that be kind of like your butler or your farmer, that you could just have them do this for you. And you could just set them up to auto plant. That would be pretty cool if they did something like that. So maybe if there's a sequel, that would be something cool they could do. Have a robot that does all of your busy work for you. You could do the same thing with, you could have one that also makes crude rope for you. You just put the stuff in the chest, and then it would, over time, just make it for you. So the farm's going, that's going to be, this is 20. So it costs 20 to plant in all these, and then at a minimum, I'm going to get back 40, because you'll get a minimum double. So it'll be plus 20, net 20. And then at best, because there's 20 of them, I could get back 4 in each one, which would be 80. So I'm going to get back between 40 and 80 muscle sprouts. So if you just do that, you don't even have to, like, you don't even have to min-max this in, like, every time they finish growing. Do it. You could literally just plant them, and then when you come back, harvest them, and then just do it over time, and you'll end up having way more than you'll need. And once you do it a couple times, you probably don't even need that many farms, but I kind of like I just kind of like to go big or go home, I guess, huh? That's the saying of the game. And then, like I said, if you want to make spoiled food, the easiest you can make spoiled food by just throwing food in. I think I threw some food in here, or I have a bunch of spoiled food actually. So if you need to make more of them, at this point I don't really need to make spoiled food, so I probably won't. But what I'm going to do, the next plan is going to be, I am going to, like I said last time, I want to finish the koi pond. That's going to be the big thing. So in the interim, I'm going to move everything. I'm going to finish filling out the house, because moving all the stuff over here or gathering the resources for it, not the most exciting thing. But I'm going to fill out everything I need to fill out over here. Probably to get the comfort level up, because right now it's at level 2. I might be able to get it to actually level 3. And then I will be ready to go and jump into the pond, and we're going to go all the pond secrets next time. So let me know what you think about my farm here. Let me know if you've used the koi scale armor. I think it's going to be pretty useful. I want to try it against a wolf spider, but I'm kind of leaning towards maybe using the ladybug armor, because if I show you the difference, the ladybug armor is heavy armor. So it's got 7.5% resistance. It has 3 defense. Is that the same? I think the defense is the same on all of them, but it's got like triple the resistance. And it also it's going to get, if you want to block, you can just block and like tank it. But it also, you can get lifesteal if you have all 3 of them and you go the sleek path. So there's actually another bonus. Yeah, I haven't even talked about, like, once we get this gear up to level 6, which I'll have to finish the labs in the lower yard and get all the chips and turn them in. Then we'll start getting the extra bonuses out of this. But I'm going to upgrade this armor as well. Probably upgrade it to at least maybe level 2 or 3. And try it out. See how much difference there is in terms of how much damage I take. But anyway, if you found the video interesting, make sure to hit the like button. Consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next video.